Hey everyone, Cameron with CBM Reviews here, and I've got a non-comic book movie to review. I'm reviewing Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was directed by Roar Uthang, I don't know how to pronounce it, and it stars Alicia Vikander, Dominic West, Walter Goggins, and Daniel Wu. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I think this movie's bad. Like, not super horrible, the worst thing ever, but it's still bad. In order for these movies to be made, they, have to be based off of something, whether it be a comic book or a video game, something of that nature. The problem is this. Everybody saying that they enjoyed this movie were the people who were very familiar with the source material. There's nothing wrong with being familiar with the source material. In order for a movie based on a book to be good, it has to reach those people who've never read the book and have those people say, I really enjoyed that. In order for a comic book movie to be very successful, it has to base it off the source material, but also reach those people who have never read a single comic book in their life. And those people saying, wow, I really enjoyed that. Same thing with video game movies. And this one just doesn't do it. This movie is great if you've played the most recent Tomb Raider game. This movie is abysmal and boring and makes no sense plot-wise if you're not familiar with it. I think I need more haterade. Maybe not. This one's got extra hate. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. If you're familiar with the game, go watch it and you'll enjoy it. If you're not, I can't recommend it. I mean, to be completely honest, the director has completely failed if he's trying to get people who are not familiar with the source material invested in this movie. I almost went to sleep a couple times, actually left to go get something to drink so that I'd stay awake, and came back, felt like I didn't miss anything. I missed like 10 minutes of exposition, and then when I came back, was able to pick it up like it was nothing. That should never be the case. The action set pieces are way too convenient. And they're not exactly the prettiest thing anyway. There are times where it looks like a movie and there are times where it looks like a video game. And that isn't a good thing. Also, a lot of the action pieces look like it's set in the Mario Kingdom because Lara Croft has got some major ups. Like, Michael Jordan has nothing on Lara Croft whenever she's jumping out of a boat or jumping onto a plane or jumping across a chasm. Like, the jumps make no sense. The story also has a lot of dumb decisions in it. So much so that I just sat there thinking, how much longer do I have to watch this? Because they made some horrible decisions. And I think one of the biggest things is that there's this realization towards the end of the movie, and when you realize what it is abysmal. It's almost there with the Splice break from reality where he has sex with the science experiment. Spoiler alert, in Splice he has sex with the science experiment. So, I mean, overall, this movie just doesn't do it for me. And the story has a lot of problems. The visuals sometimes have issues. The acting is hit or miss as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if the acting was superb, I wouldn't have been as bored, but sometimes it was there and sometimes it just wasn't. So if I have to give this movie a grade, I think I have to give it a 49. Like, just barely below the halfway mark, and definitely a ways away from a passing grade. I would like to give this movie a higher grade because, in all honesty, I believe this movie should have been made. We had the earlier two Tomb Raider movies that were based on the older games, and then Tomb Raider as a video game franchise kind of had a relaunch. A refresh, and so this movie is actually based on that refresh. So I do see that there's a market for this movie to be made. Unfortunately, I just don't think it was done very well. That extra hate got down my... So that's it for Tomb Raider. What do you guys think? Do you think that I was right on the money, or do you think I was way off base? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if you're new here, subscribe. Share this video with all your friends. And as always, this is Cameron with CBM Reviews and my wet haterade shirt. You guys have a good one.